Hello, Yvonne Wadley here, and I'm going to show you really quick how tiny amount of a glow drop you need. You don't even need a drop, like not even a pump of the perfect glow drop to get that nice, healthy, beautiful glow. What I have right now as my glow is I did not set my foundation and it's just my blush. So that is just naturally what it would be like. So again, this is the one I'm going to be using, and it's going to be the color Rosé. We have it also in champagne, and we have it in bronze. So I love that it has this indicator, so you know when you're running low, you can reorder. I love it. So everything's super well thought out. So this is how tiny amount you need. A lot of people, like for my whole face, if I do a whole pump, it's a little like too much. It's too much glow. It looks good. It's an illuminator, right? So it looks good, healthy skin, super moisturizing. It looks beautiful. But I think it's a little too much for my taste. So if I do a full pump on accident, I'll do half of my face and then I'll do my right here or something like that. But this is how tiny amount you need for just highlighting your cheeks and then maybe your nose. So let me got a dirty finger over here. I just kind of like press it a bunch of times until a tiny little drop falls out. But that's like way too much. It had an air bubble or something. But anyway, that is way too much. Like way too much. I'm going to show you how tiny I'm going to use. That's all I need. That tiny little bit. That's how much I wanted to pull out. But somehow I got that little thing to explode. Okay, so obviously if I leave it like that, it doesn't look good, right? So we have to blend it a little bit. And it blends so beautifully. It just does its thing. So as you can see, that is some major glow. Obviously, if you want more glow, well, you add more. But I like it a little bit more on the subtle side. Again, look how tiny amount that is. That is insane. If I just did this every day, that thing would last me for like years, right? So when it's really nice because you don't have to be refilling it. It's going to last you a long time, and it's just beautiful. And you can use it in a lot of different ways too. Like some people like to put it on their lips to highlight their lips. So that looks really pretty. Like that's even tinier. Let me see, my camera won't even look at it. Look how tiny that is. That's all I'm putting right here. Just a little wipe off. And then right here on top of my lips. So that is definitely some major glow there, as you can see, right? I'm like, so you can see the light reflecting on it. Very, very pretty, but still subtle enough. You know, like if you walk in a room, it's like, oh, that's pretty, but it's not like screaming crazy. And there is no like, it's here, but it's not here. It all just kind of blends into my makeup and I don't have to worry about it. If you feel like you can see a line or something that bothers you, I don't. But if you do, you can always use a brush and kind of blend the edges. That would be like my answer for that. I have way too much product, so I'm going to have to use it. I wasn't even planning on putting it here, but that's where it's gonna go. Just here on my clavicle. Just add some light to my chest. Blend it out. And kind of focus on just the top. So you guys can see. Nice. So there's one with, see how pretty it is? It just kind of blends. Very, very pretty. And then obviously when the light hits it, it just shines, where this one's just matte, see? I mean, you can see my clavicle, but look, then it's like a bam, clavicle. So that's just the difference that it makes. I just put it on the actual bone because that's the area that pops up the most. So that's it. And it's just blend it. It doesn't have to be super precise or anything unless you really want to take your time and do it that way. But it's just like a healthy, pretty glow. See? Very, very pretty. So you can use it You can use it different ways. You can squirt it into your foundation container. I'm looking for my foundation. I'm not just looking around. Okay, so you can squirt it into your foundation in here and then put it on your face, or you can do a little half pump, put it on, and then grab your foundation and put it on. That's how I use it the most, or just this. So this is my number one go-to, and the other one, if I want more illumination, I'll go the other way. And then the third way is to just squirt a whole pump in here, and then have that. It's like a really healthy glow. Like it is way more shimmery. Like your whole face will be probably like this. And then the other was do the thing first, half pump on your whole face, and then the foundation on top, and it still blends really, really pretty. And it does, you still have like glow on your whole face, but it's not a lot of glow like the other way. And then depending on which color you pick, also that makes a difference. The brightest color obviously is the rosé, which is the one that we just used. So that's the one that's going to have a bigger punch. But either of the colors, I'll show you the three colors actually, so you guys can see them, because why not, right? So I had a swatch of something else, but I'll show you underneath it. Oh, and then the third way was to just highlight the high points like I just did right now in this video, just so you guys can see how tiny little amount you need. So I'm going to show you real quick here on a swatch. So this is going to be bronze. So pretty. It's a coconut illuminator, right? So I'm going to try to put a tiny, there it is, a tiny little drop. Like that's what I would need. That's the size that I would need for my whole face for what I was doing. Remember I said I put too much? This is the size that I needed to put just up here and just right here. So that would be a really good size for a swatch here. This is very, very tiny. So that's what that looks like. So that's bronze. The light's hitting it weird. I always do this. I always swatch in the wrong place. Why? Why do I do that to myself? Okay, let me put it up here so it's easy for you guys to see it. And then you'll get my really tan skin in it. So bronze goes really perfect with my skin tone, right? So that looks like. Still did it. Over here. So that's bronze. Let's see the other one. White. Okay, let's try the rosé so you can see the huge difference. There it is. In glow. Oops. Sorry. So it's crooked, but you can see the big difference, like how much more bright that is, especially for my skin tone. Okay. So that's rosé. And then the last one is champagne. That's the one I use when I use in my whole face. I do champagne. I just love how it looks like on my skin tone. It looks really, I like it a lot. It looks really pretty. Yep. Okay, there's champagne. Gonna drag it over here. So there's champagne. That's the third one. So as you can see, it's still very bright as well, but not as bright as rosé. So that's the three illuminators. So as you can see, you need very tiny little bit of product to get a really, really good shine. Like that is crazy glow, right? So it's an illuminator. They are very, very good, especially during winter months, because they also it's a coconut infused, so it also moisturizes your skin, and it just makes it feel like really healthy and really good. And it doesn't set on your pores or on your fine lines or anything like that. Once it dries, it stays pretty good. It doesn't move around your face or anything like that. So it just works. But those are the three beautiful colors that we have. And again, we have Champagne, that's my go-to for my whole face. Then we have Rosé, which is that would be the go-to probably for someone with a lot more fair skin than me. I just use it for like really high highlight. And then we have bronze, which is a little bit darker. It just right there, so you guys can see it. So that's it. So that's bronze, rosé, and champagne. But that's it. So thank you guys for joining me. And if you want to find them on my website, yvonnewadley.com, coconut illuminators or glow drops, whatever you want to call them, they will pop up and search. And if you want to ask some questions or if you need help finding the right color for your complexion, let me know. We also have a 30-day money back guarantee. So don't ever feel like you're buying something without trying it and now you're out of your money. So if for whatever reason you're not 100% satisfied with this kind of glow, we will give you your money back, no questions asked. So it's not really a risk. You are investing in a product that you're going to try, and then do you choose to keep it or not keep it, and then we go from there. So I'll talk to you guys later, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you around.